The youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow. Good evening, everyone. Myself, Khushi Khandelwal, a 12th grader and also a youth. After thinking for a while, I decided that current youth power and role in nation building will be the perfect topic for me to speak on. Whenever we hear the word youth, the first thing that comes to our mind is of future or teenage. This is because youth is the backbone of any nation. Youth plays an important role in the development of the society. 65% of Indian population is youth. This is the most important segment of our society. The youth has a power to help a country develop and move towards progress. Indian youth has the power to transform our country from a developing nation to a developed nation. Indian history is full of youth icons that are examples of youth power in a country and also a great source of inspiration for many of us. One such example is of Swami Vivekananda, a youth icon. He taught us the values of life. To honor his many contributions in our country, the Government of India in 1984 declared his birth date, the 12th of January, as the National Youth Day, and the day has been celebrated since then. On this day, the country's youth is expected to rise to the values, principles, and beliefs that the great monk lived by. Another example is that of Bhagat Singh, a freedom fighter, a young freedom fighter who sacrificed his life for our motherland. Like Bhagat Singh, there are many young freedom fighters who taught us to be fearless and always fight for our rights. There are many ways by which we, a youth, can impact the society. By knowing our rights, though we are not eligible to vote, but we do have certain national and international rights. By speaking out our thoughts through social media platforms or at gatherings helps us assert ourselves and our interests. Though we need to be cautious before posting anything on social media, as people have different opinions and they might take us in a wrong way. By believing in ourselves and following our passion, we can inspire thousands of youth and teenagers to follow their dreams and to be passionate, as passionate youth will change the world. We can also contribute in the society development by supporting other unprivileged youth who have bright ideas, as together we can make the world a better and a developed place. In today's generation, when we talk about youth empowerment, the first example that comes to our mind is that of Ritesh Agarwal, an Indian entrepreneur, billionaire, and the founder and CEO of Oyo Hotels and Rooms. A 26-year-old who realized that there was a massive dearth of affordable and good quality hotels in the budget hotel category. He is an inspiration for hundreds of youths out there. Next example is of Dipanjali Dalmia. She is no less than anyone. At the age of 26, she left her job to begin her own startup, backed up by a social cause to help women in the country. Her venture, Hey Care, produces sanitary pads made out of bamboo fire and corn. It is effective and cheap, allowing many women who cannot afford sanitary pads to have a safe use to the option at a lower price. Nowadays, youth believes more in education and experience. For this, they go abroad for their higher education. They gain their knowledge over there and then they come back to their countries. By using their experience and skills and knowledge, they help in the development of our nation. In this generation, many youth are into startups. They prefer in beginning their own startup rather than working for someone else. And to help these youth, we have our very own Ratan Tata, an Indian industrialist, philanthropist, and a former chairman of Tata and Sons. He helps young entrepreneurs by funding their startups and encouraging them to work for the nation. Youth is also responsible for bringing social reforms within a country. Today, the entire world is eyeing India as a source of technical manpower. They are looking at our youth as a source of talent at a lower cost for the future high profits. My message to all the youth out there is to showcase your talent and skills and help our country to be a developed nation. As said by Pablo Picasso, youth has no age bar. Youth are the hope of our future. In the end, I would like to say that the youth of a nation shapes and molds its present and paves the way for its future.